How you doing, guys? This is my little video clip on vid trim of paella. I'm going to make paella today. So I've just got all the ingredients together, pretty much everything ready to go. So you've got chicken, chorizo, the flavors garlic, onion, pepper. We've got prawns, we've got rice, and we've got a bit of garnish at the end of it as well. And the most important part of all is the stock. Okay, that stock looks very red. It is very red. It's chicken stock, but with all the flavors of the chorizo, the peppers, the onions, the garlic. And the reason I've boiled this up for about half an hour. There's chilies in there as well, just to give it a bit of spice. Boiled it up for half an hour because literally all these ingredients only take about 15 minutes to cook, and after 15 minutes you don't get much flavour. So this is packed with flavour, and this is what's going to make the rice taste fantastic. Two, I'm going to add the ingredients that need to be cooked and that add flavour. So the chicken needs to be cooked, so I'm going to put it off here into the pan. Slice it all off like so. Add garlic and onion. And I'm also going to add the chorizo because it's so full of flavour that it will melt out onto the pan. And we're just going to put all those flavours together, put the lid on it, and leave them to cook for about 5 minutes. Okay, guys, this is stage 2. We don't just put it in the pan, so we let all the ingredients release. So I want all the flavour of that chorizo coming out onto the pan, into the onions, and the onions into the garlic, and the garlic into the chicken. So all that flavour comes together. And we leave that, we said, for 5 minutes. And the next stage is to add the rice. Give it a little shake. And we want the rice to soak up all those flavours as well before we add the stock. So I'm just going to leave the rice to cook there for about 2 minutes. Let it absorb all the flavours. And we'll be back then to put the stock in. Stage 3, add the stock. Okay, so there's the rice with all the flavours of the chicken, garlic, onion, chorizo all into it, and we're going to add this spicy stock into it so that it just soaks up all the flavour. Have a look at that. Just give the stock an opportunity to hit the bottom of the pan so none of the rice sticks. And when you've got rice in it, you should have about 3 times the amount of stock, because you know that rice is all going to expand. So that's lovely. So you've got all those amazing flavours in there. That's it. We're going to leave that till the rice is cooked, which usually takes about 15 minutes, guys. And here's the next stage. So you'll see the rice has completely soaked up all that stock, which is nice and spicy and absolutely packed with flavour. So we're just going to add in the ingredients that are already cooked. Now I've chosen to use roasted red peppers from a jar in Lidl because they taste equally as nice. I'm going to get the herbs in there. And the prawns, which are already cooked, so that's why we wouldn't put them in there any earlier, because they're already cooked. They'd only feel extremely overcooked. And we're just going to mix all that through together and put it back in the pan for 1 more minute. And here we are after 1 minute, all mixed in. And then all we have to do now is finish it off with a bit of sourness. Everything else is there. It's lovely sweet and sour. So we just get the lemons. Now I've dipped the lemons in a bit of paprika. Some in paprika, some in the herbs. And we just put them around like so. That way if anybody wants to portion it out with a spoon, they can dig in. There we go. And just finish it off with a touch of salt This rice is always really bland, although there's loads and loads and loads of great flavour in there. We still need plenty of salt there just to bring all those flavours out in the rice. So there you go. And just remember, different regions, if you're looking up recipes for different paellas or paella in general, there's many different recipes and specific ingredients like snails, like rabbit, all depending on which region you come from or which region the recipe actually comes from. So guys, hope you enjoyed that. Quite simple, I hope you agree, and very easy to cook, very easy to present. So give it a go. Adios.